What is up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet here. Hey, guys and gals, waiting on the stinger to come in. Link sent out. Wait for this thing to warm up. What's going on in your world, in your neck of the woods? Seems like nothing has changed in the regular world. Have you donated to Black Lives Matter? If so, you could be funding a criminal sex trafficking operation. Huh. Interesting. I'll go ahead and post that link up over here. Let's get our banner rolling this morning again. There's the health protocol you need to follow. Here's the link telling you, morning, sir. How we doing down there in Texas? Hot as hell today. Fuck you. Yeah, right. Just one of the new things that came out. Try to cover Portland, Oregon protesters are being preyed upon, supposedly according to the article at the Hour from Norfolk, Virginia. Federal officers in unmarked vans detain Portland protesters. Wow, imagine that. You do dumb shit, and then you're going to get busted. Wow. Nothing new there. Hot. Yeah, I imagine, bro. I imagine. One of my buddies was from Beaumont, and boy, it's hot as hell down there. Hot as hell. Oh, they knew this was coming. I mean, then everybody wonders why the militias and shit are not out. Well, because this thing's going to collapse on itself. Last week I did an article on how they put all these BLM members or Antifa members, one of the two, in jail, and nobody wanted to touch them. Nobody. The white power people didn't want them. The black power people didn't want them. The Aryan Brotherhood, the Mexicans didn't want them, and they were there, and they were like the unicorn, you know. Nobody wanted to touch them. Nobody wanted them. So the gangs in prison wouldn't accept them. I haven't seen any articles where they have. Good morning, sir. Good morning. You hear me okay? But I don't see anywhere where they've said whether or not these people have been accepted in the prison system. But I don't forecast that it will be taken very well. Morning, Walter Davis. So Eastwind Farms. Good morning, Walter. I checked your video, man. The second one that you did not have any controversy post on came through fine. If you would like, the one that you uploaded originally, if you still have it, you can shoot me or Poison Stinger or both of us a private link, and we'll shadow it and put it up on ours. So it'll get out there.
What are you committing my channel to do?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I don't know why these headphones are not working today.
You having a hard time hearing me then?
Oh, say again?
You having a hard time hearing me then?
I just had it turned to the video game and not to the...
Too much late night gaming, I guess.
No. Yesterday when I took him off to go get the dog that was trying to kill my ducks. Yeah.
How'd that turn out, by the way?
Ended well.
No, that's good.
Ended well. No dog had to be dispatched. It actually came to me and let me put a leash on it. So
That's good.
it didn't kill anything, so therefore it did not have to be dispatched in a brutal HST fashion. Nor did I have to dig any holes with the tractor, so that's always good.
Yeah, at least you got a tractor to do it. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Friday, we are there. It is the weekend. The news might actually slow down just a little bit.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I know.
Shit doesn't stop just because the weekend's coming. Oh, no. Continue on, sir. I'm just grabbing my Hey, where's the toilet paper?
Your piggy bank?
Yeah. This is the SHTF fund.
Did someone die in here?
I am going to annoy people with this.
Yeah, I think you already are, bro.
I think this is my favorite.
Shit, Steve's in here.
Yeah. Kind of like my chat.
Gold is at $18.11 an ounce right now. Whew.
Did you get the link that I sent you this morning?
No, dude. I barely made it when I did.
I found gold at, well, if you like it, the guy will send you a link for $13.50 to where you can buy the 1 ounce gold round for $13.50. If not, I can send it to you. Somebody's trying to liquidate their funds to move out of the city, and it's a seller's market right now. So
I would not. I'm not gonna buy it for that one, bro. I'm gonna leave my money in my pocket on that one.
All right. Well,
so yeah, it's a 1 ounce. It's 1 ounce. It's a rare. What do they say? They say a $50 gold eagle. They're not saying a round, right? So they're saying a gold eagle for $1,300 when gold's going for $1,800 right now.
They originally had it listed. Oh, it's sold. Never mind.
And looking at this picture, I'm not big into all this, but I do have a couple gold eagles. Okay, that to me, you can't even see it on here very much. That to me looks fake. The stars that are surrounding the coin, they look fake. The stars on that coin. Now let me go to a different picture, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. For $1,300, I would be very concerned.
Well, I did find one for $50 that one time. so.
Yeah, but did you get it?
No, I didn't. I bought it, but the lady did not. She canceled the transaction. But hey, whatevs. Yeah. After someone emailed her and told her that it was worth $1,300, she politely declined to sell it to me for the $50 value that it was valued at.
All right, people don't like losing money. Not like that, anyway. I mean, I'm still pretty happy that I got that silver eagle for $12 back when it was $15. You know what I mean?
There's deals to be had.
That's real gold.
I was bitching about masks to get into Walmart, getting a hard time when I took it off in the store, and then getting a hard time when I didn't have the exact change. Bitching, right?
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Well, just tell them everybody else is just covering their chin. All you have to do is wear them, at least here in Arizona. I don't know how it is where you're at, but here in Arizona, as long as you have a mask somewhere on your head region, it doesn't matter if it's over your mouth and nose or not. It just has to be on your face somewhere.
Just get a paintball mask. Get the JT fan that goes inside of it so you can be cooled, and wear a pair of cool ass Beats audio or something, and that way you don't have to hear anybody. Just walk through there with your mask on.
I can't hear you. Sorry. Kind of like what you do to your wife when you're mad at her, just like ignore
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily work. Anybody
No,
that's
it
married
doesn't.
knows that.
Yeah, and I would imagine doing that in the store ain't gonna work either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, if someone touches you, then that's assault. So, yeah, what else?
Well, you gotta wait until the police officer taps you on the shoulder then.
Plan accordingly. I don't think the police officers will be in the stores. Not yet. I have not seen that
They
Tierney
might not
yet.
already be there. I mean, in the stores around me, we already have police officers, but we had that before the Rona, right? But nowadays, if you don't have a police officer in your store and you ignore people, they will call the cops on you so damn fast, it won't even be funny, bro. So they might not be there at the moment, but they will be there shortly.
Yep. Grab a bite to eat. Gotta have a mask. Going shopping. Gotta have a mask. Son's about to start college. Gotta have a mask. Daughter's in high
Well,
scholl. Gotta have
even
a
before
mask.
even before all the Rona, you were told what to do and how to act in certain situations, right? This hasn't been a free country in forever. You've been told and all this time how to act and what to do. And now with the Rona, yeah, up that by a times 1,000, right? So now, I mean, it's all day, every day. And many people are okay with it. You know what that tells people? Well, if they're willing to do that, what else are they willing to do? And you don't need policing in these stores to make sure everybody's wearing their mask. You just threaten the business with their business license or their liquor license or whatever, or fine the business itself. So therefore, you then make the business the police officers, which is bullshit. Stan will not comply. I'd like to say I don't comply either, but I do have to go places where I have to wear a mask.
I'm saying go full shamog. Go full shamog. Full face covering. Eyes, just go ham with it. If they're gonna play retardation, let's I sent you pictures before of a guy in Sam's Club with full fucking PPE, paint suit, gloves, nitro gloves that were ripped, by the way, and his wife wasn't wearing shit. So,
did you see the guy in Sam's Club that I shared last night on my little thing?
No, I went to bed.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. No, that's fine. Let me see if I can. Very short. I'm not signed in yet. Hold on. Continue to talking amongst yourselves. This is definitely not worth all the time it's going to take me to log in and find it. Man, I got, I have the money because every 2 weeks I put back $200 to put towards silver or gold. It's not a lot, but it's what I can afford. And so I just got that on Wednesday. I'm like, oh man, I really want to buy some silver or gold, but no good prices out there to be had anywhere. Now that are trusted anyway. I don't know. The cheapest I found gold, I believe, was a 10th ounce. A 10th ounce of gold was $215, which $2,150 per ounce. That's one of the cheapest ones I've seen, but it's still over $2,100 an ounce.
Stan's boycotting any business that tries to make you. Well, that's awesome, especially if you're self-sufficient and you can provide yourself with all the means that you need. Most people are not going to be able to, so therefore you either go in without one, but people have essentially been brainwashed. I don't remember the actual, I'll have to find the link somewhere. Maybe Riddle Girl can find it, but if you listen to, oh man, what was it? The guy under Obama. Man, he said, the quote was, and this is loosely remembered here, if you tell people enough, they'll begin to believe it. And so that's what's happening here. If you tell people enough, then they're going to believe it. Even though they've crisscrossed and flip-flopped so many times,
Yeah. They have, right? You don't need masks. Masks don't work. Oh, masks do work, but we need the professionals to have them. Oh, but only those masks work. Oh, wait a minute. All masks work. How many times are they going to flip-flop? Then you have the Surgeon General that said masks don't work at all. Comes out later, masks do work, and compared it to the whole, well, we used to prescribe leeches and smoking for asthmatics. Some bullshit. Ball jars. My meat guy will meet me on the side of the road. Mennonites for canning vegetables and stuff. Well, I have to, unfortunately, I do have to go to the doctor's offices these few months. Hopefully that'll get less and less. The doctor's offices are the worst places for me to go. They always require a mask. However, there are quite a few businesses around me that have the signs posted that they require a mask, but I just go in there without one. If they say something and I have to be there, I'll put on a mask. If they say something and I don't have to be there, I'll just politely leave. But I have been politely leaving a lot lately. But every once in a while. And then if I do stay in there, yeah, I pull it down. I let the nose be free, right? Or I'll just do it around the chin. I'm still have it on my face, as I said before, around here. As long as you have it somewhere on your head, people don't mind. We went to an estate sale, and they required masks. And the people, one of the front door person was wearing a mask properly, I guess, whatever. But the person who was roaming around, I guess, either checking inventory or making sure people don't steal, had their mask around their chin the whole damn time. It's crazy. It's just a way. Go ahead.
I am just dumbfounded. I mean, if you do any research into, well, they call it CBRN now. It used to be called NBC, but if you do any research into CBRN, CBRN, you'll see real quick that everything they're pushing is totally, I mean, it's obsolete. You might as well not wear the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ball jars or canning jars there, Stan. That's what Walter's talking about. So he could can foods, pressure can, or wet pack.
I got me an All-American, bruh. All-American. We got, well, here's the thing, too. We have a ton. We canned a lot. Well, I wouldn't say we have a ton. But for us, we have a ton. We canned a lot of beef stews and meats and taco meats and all that stuff, you know. So we were pressure canning the hell out of shit. And now I'm probably going to be eating like a tenth or less of what I used to eat. So we're going to have food for a very long time.
Why was Goebbels allowed to stay in power even after the fall? Because people are fucking zombies, man. They're mindless zombies.
Right.
I'm just aggravated today. It's like, Jesus, man.
Mm-hmm. I like how Walter Davis responds to Riddle Girl. We don't.
Well, I mean, just think about all the people that don't wash their fucking hands after they go to the bathroom. That's my pet peeve, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, yay, this may have made somebody wash their hands more now, but I mean, the disinformation campaign that they fucking spewed the entire time, and then the fact that I know what they're saying is bullshit, and they don't even know. They're saying something that they really don't have no clue about. Look, go call a business that does mold mitigation or asbestos removal, and ask them what they wear, and they're going to tell you, no, N95, it's not going to work. If it will help, not with asbestos removal, but it will help with particulate matter in the air.
Well, just like if you go to a horrible place where a whole bunch of hookers are, you know, and you wear a condom, yeah, it'll help.
You might still get crabs.
Yeah.
but you ain't gonna catch the ninja, right? Right. But do you kiss the prostitute? I mean, do you go down on the prostitute? I mean, these are things y'all have. Are you gonna have to wear a body condom now with a N95 respirator with a purge valve on it? All kinds of fantabulous stuff that nobody thinks about. People wear the mask around the nose. Makes me wonder. Yep. Most people don't wear underwear. We have a nationwide march to unmask. The UN, and unmask also represents the UN. The UN can eat a fat D.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Hitler let him in charge and needed to sign the surrender papers? He was later tried and convicted. I don't know. This is definitely a monumental time of retardation. I got a couple 2020 U.S. Silver Eagles, and my Krugerrands were supposed to be here today. It won't be here till Monday now. I bought a book on how to make jigs and stuff, and it took 16 days to get through the Postal Service. Priority mail. So
I do have, and let me ask you guys in the chat as well, and you Irish as well, is I have a jig that I use, the Easy Jig Gen 2. I ain't giving that away. That's the one I like, right? However, when I did buy one of my 80% lowers, it came, well, I paid a little extra for the extra jig parts because I wanted to use, it was cheaper to do that than to buy a new bits that I needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a plastic 3-time use jig that you can clamp onto your lower. It definitely can drill out the holes for the hammer, the trigger, and the safety. I don't know how the pocket, how you make the trigger pocket with it, but supposedly it is a way. It's not definitely not top of the line jig material, but it might be something that we could give away with the 80% lower so that, if somebody were to win that, they could maybe figure it out and do something with it. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if it has the correct hole drilling, actually what you should do is scan it in and we can 3D print them.
Well, if you got a 3D printer, because I don't, man.
I don't have a scanner, bro. I don't have a scanner. Everything has to go
to be honest,
AutoCAD or something.
Right. To be honest, I'd only do it if in a pinch, right? Because that's why I got the Easy Jig Gen 2, and I haven't looked to see if they're selling them. I doubt they are. I'm sure they're out of stock with everything that's going on right now. But I don't know. It's something. It's better than not anything. Like if you just got the 80% lower, you don't have a jig, that could be problematic.
Very true, very true. Well, it could just be a paperweight. We'll call it a paperweight when we give it away. It's been turned into a religion, a violent religion, and the BLM is too. We're going to be at war. We're going to be called a war against the idiots in future history books. The mask war of 2020.
Here, approve my share screen for a second, will you?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted me to, so I didn't.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I wanted to just play this little clip.
No audio, sir.
Oh, no audio? Interesting. All right. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, I don't even know. I know how to do this in OBS, but here it's not so much.
Just the last time you were with us here on Face the Nation, March 8th, you said this. Let's listen.
Stay safe by washing your hands, by covering your cough, by staying home if you're sick. Masks do not work for the general public and preventing them from getting coronavirus.
And the week before that, you tweeted in all caps, seriously, people, stop buying masks. You said they were not effective. Do you regret saying that?
Well, it's important for people to understand that once upon a time we prescribed cigarettes for asthmatics and leeches and cocaine and heroin for people as medical treatment. When we learn better, we do better.
What? What are you talking about?
So, yeah. Wow, right? Now hold up. Don't do it yet. We also have this one.
I wear a mask every time I'm
The sick person wearing it better protects me. The healthy person is if I were wearing it myself.
when I go to the grocery store, and even when I go to the environment.
So all these masks are floating around out there. Which ones do health officials say you should use? None of them.
I wear a mask when I go out in public because of my family, my friends, and exercise.
And the surgical face masks that many people are turning to for protection from coronavirus likely won't protect you, according to health officials.
No, con una mascarilla cada vez que yo salgo de mi casa, porque es porque los expertos en salud recomiendan y es una de las mejores maneras para combatir este virus.
These types of masks instead are recommended for people who are already sick.
I wear my mask because I never know what I may encounter someone else.
I think people see a mask and they see an illusion of protection.
Protect myself and protect other people who I may infect or get infected myself and give it to my loved ones. I don't want to do it.
That if they put the mask on, it'll somehow block viruses from getting into their mouth or nose when they breathe. That's just not the case.
We wear a mask when we're taking a walk. Because we're practicing for school.
Anyone who does not have a respiratory illness, meaning a cough or sneezing, should not be wearing any type of mask,
I wear a mask for me, my friends, my family.
whether it's a surgical mask or a respirator.
But that hasn't stopped the public from buying up masks.
I wear my mask when I'm around others, and it's not possible to be 6 feet apart.
Stores and websites sold out. ABC News gaining exclusive access inside this 3M factory in South Dakota, where they're working around the clock to meet demand.
I think when other people see me wearing a mask, they know I care about my community and the people in it.
The masks should be for the healthcare workers. The public should not be buying masks.
I wear a mask for you as well as myself.
And believe it or not, by wearing a mask, you could be putting yourself at even more risk.
Wearing a mask is a sign of solidarity.
People do not use their masks correctly. They play with it. They wear it too long. They rub their nose underneath it.
Wearing a mask makes sense.
You hear that, folks? You can be making it worse by wearing a mask when you're at a greater risk. But what do you do all day? You're doing exactly what they tell you not to do. You're touching your face all day and getting sick.
Wearing the mask is a sign of care and love.
Okay, viral particles, coronavirus and influenza, to name two, go right through that mask.
I believe wearing a mask shows everybody that you take this seriously and that you respect everybody's safety and concern.
These are not for lay public use.
Wearing a mask just proves that you are a responsible human being and that you care about other people.
I know it drives you crazy when you see the video and people are wearing them.
Who do I think should wear a mask?
So all these masks are floating around out there. Which ones do health officials say you should use? None of them.
Everyone should wear a mask.
Viral particles go right through that mask.
Everybody should be wearing a mask out in public right now.
By wearing a mask, you could be putting yourself at even more risk.
And then one last one.
Everyone.
Everyone.
None of them.
Bringing Jerron Smith, assistant to the president
Oh, yeah.
for domestic.
Oops, hold up. Sorry, I got autoplay on. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
What's up, Broken Patriot? How you doing?
All right, so if I can't, I don't think I can screen share. So theoretically speaking, if said mask worked, right? The procedure before you touch the mask, okay. And this is a surgical scrub procedure that you can find. I'll find the link and I'll put it in the description box below. But the first thing you do before you put the mask on, or you put gloves on, is you have to wet the hands and the forearms, which means removing watch, jewelry, everything, right? 2, you apply the antiseptic agent from the dispenser to your hands, all right? And then you wash hands and arms thoroughly to 2 inches above the elbow several times. Rinse thoroughly under running water with the hands upward, allowing them to drip from the flexed elbows. Now, that's just a procedure to correctly wash your hands to decontaminate, right? Then, if you touch the water handles and you don't have the fancy sink that you push down with your feet to turn the water on, and you touch the water handles, you have to redo hand scrubbing procedure. All right?
Yeah.
Unless somebody else shuts the water off for you. Now, that's just to wash the hand procedure, okay?
Don't
2
forget
inches,
the towels. If you have to touch the thing in order to crank the towels out, too.
2 inches above the elbow, right? All right, so now after you've done this, you put the mask on, right? Or you would glove up and then put your mask on. All right, so how many people in the fucking stores are doing that procedure before they put the mask on? Absolutely no one. So, therefore, you're introducing everything that's on your hands to the mask and your face. Whenever you put the little ear loops over your ear and you rub your eye because the mask irritated your eye immediately, guess what? You just totally put everything that was on your fucking hands on your face.
They don't want to hear that, though, because that ruins their little illusion of security. This is all it is they feel safe. And you giving them facts will upset them because that will upset their feeling safe. And they want to feel safe. They need to feel safe.
So, I mean,
people are so afraid right now, dude. I mean, maybe it's being afraid of dying. I don't know. Maybe it's because a lot of people don't believe in an afterlife. I don't know exactly what it is, but people are freaking scared. And the people that are scared are very easily manipulatable. I think that's why we rose up against England back in the 1700s versus why we won't do it now, is because back then we believed in God. We believed in, death to tyrants is, obedience to God. And we gave up everything we needed to because we weren't worried about dying. We were gonna live free, or we were gonna live free or die, right? Nowadays, that nobody wants to die, man. Why? Most likely because a lot of people don't believe in the afterlife, I would imagine. Just a theory.
I mean, it's just totally ridiculous to think that a mask is going to do anything if you don't complete the procedure. I mean, it's just amazing. So what was your prime minister caught doing 3 times? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting off on a tangent. I could be here for a month talking about decontamination procedures, and nobody's going to listen except for you guys. But it's a nil point. Why so many places not accepting cash? Do you see? Well, according to government sources and all the news outlets, the reason why they're not accepting cash is because there's a coin shortage. Now, I don't know why there's a coin shortage. Did everybody throw all their coins into the wishing well somewhere? And if they did, they need to get a backhoe and get the coins out. But
well, they're saying there's a coin shortage because the mint hasn't been operating since the COVID, right? Sorry for saying that again, but supposedly all the old coins go away really fast, apparently, because they have to mint out new ones every year in order to have anybody have coins. So
the new ones are the ones that are deteriorating faster. If you follow any channel that deals with coins, you'll know real quick that the new coins are junk. Apparently, people are just throwing them in the wishing well.
Yeah, people, I don't know, man. I know I'm starting to save old pennies that are mostly copper. As far as other old coins, if they're made out of silver, you're saving those for a reason.
I got a 1964 nickel in change yesterday.
Right
So if you think that they're not out there, the coins are disappearing for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what the conspiracy is behind it. I did some research. You can't find anything other than news articles, but supposedly it's because there's a mint is only working at 50% capacity.
Yeah.
If you go to your bank and ask them, which I went to 2 of my banks and asked them, even the one with the business account, and they said that they can only get 50% of their coinage. So if they put in a $10,000 order for coins, they're getting $5,000 in coins.
Hmm.
However, they have quite a bit of the dollar coins now, the Sacagawea dollars and the presidential dollars, but they don't have any of the small coins.
I do know that one of the reasons why people might not be accepting coins is they're worried that you'd pass the virus on with money, which is stupid because you're touching other things too. But...
Well, let's investigate that some then. Do you have a debit card? It's a plastic surface, right? And they said originally back in when this all started that this stuff stays on plastic for 3 to 7 days. So if you're inserting the plastic debit card into a card reader, and somebody had already put their card in there, and then you have to put your PIN number in most times. If you touch that keypad that's not been sterilized every time.
Well, they're doing that in a lot of places around here. They're sterilizing it every time. They got a guy standing there.
But they're really not. Try to clean find an old push button phone and try to clean it.
Right.
Because that's the exact same thing. You can clean the buttons off, but around the buttons and the little shield that's on it, you're not you have to do a vaporizer to clean stuff like that thoroughly.
One business saran wrapped the buttons and then would change out the saran wrap every time somebody used it.
Now we're killing the environment with saran wrap.
Yep.
Great. I don't know the coin thing. I've been looking into it, but I can't find out. FedEx is here from Australia in less than 10 days. Yeah, the USPS is being really shitty. FedEx delivered stuff 2 days after I ordered it, but USPS is all of a sudden now they can't deliver shit that the 2 to 3 day packaging is taking 5 days. The only thing that they're really running is the express stuff because you pay an exuberant amount of money for that. My package is sitting in Memphis. Oh shit, Memphis, Tennessee,
or Memphis, Egypt.
Yeah, it's a plan, Walter. It's a cat. Yeah, if we go to cashless, then they can control you, more so than they can with cash because you can still do a off-grid transaction technically.
Just look at China.
Yeah, where they give you the credit score. Oh, Walter Davis bitched about fucking masks having to be worn at Walmart. Well, we're just gonna shut down your debit card for a week.
Yeah,
you don't
maybe
have
you'll learn your lesson.
Yeah, you won't be allowed to drive. Stuff like that. Masks are for fegs. What's up, Tactical Tone? Did you get my tactical nipple comment yesterday on your live chat? Because I was commenting, but you weren't seeing it, I guess. I've got to go. I've got the full Utah Goldback set. I will be getting the Nevada set soon as well. Ooh.
Right on. Man. I think we got one of the Goldbacks from Utah, but not. I didn't know they made them in Nevada. That's cool.
It's funny. The Star Wars came out in 1977, and the series spans 50 years. And the pith has been hijacked by the liberals verbatim. I like to refer to it as Spaceballs because that's more what it's like. Would you like to buy some canned oxygen?
Yep.
Get yourself a full MB suit and a gas mask, dummy. That's the only way of protecting anyone. I mean, you'd have to have a full PPE suit, and then you'd have to have a 3-stage decontamination just to get in your fucking vehicle. And then if your vehicle does not have a HEPA filter to clean the air from outside or a scrubber, if you're driving through the parking lot and somebody coughs, it's going to suck it right into your, if you have an older car, it doesn't have a HEPA filter in it, then it's going to suck it in there. Morning Broken Patriot. Anyone else taking NBC training knows masks are less than useless. They're harmful, false sense of security. Now I have been in live nerve agent twice in full NBC suit, so I know that they work, but there's a lot of shit that you got to do for them to work. I like Ilhan Omar. Oh, she hates America. Yeah, we need to restructure America. We should just go to her religion and steal from the government while being married to your cousin, first cousin, brother, mother, father, whatever.
Yeah.
But Mike says, hell no. Same old, same old. Yep. Brian dead cucks. Let's see. Damn, I'm way not caught up.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna just let you read.
Yeah, if you can smell a fart through the mask, it doesn't work, right? Oh, don't tell people, man. If you taste the fart, then you're smelling it, bro. If you're smelling it, you're tasting it, and that means you're eating poop particles. We used to wear masks. We're gonna do something fishy. Yeah, right. Yeah, obviously. None.
It's so weird going into my local bank and having to put on a mask because I feel like I'm gonna stick the place up, and I'm packing always. Right? So, like,
yeah.
Give me all your money. I mean, my money. Oops.
Yeah. People are, like, if you attack somebody for not wearing a mask, what does that say about you? You bought into the narrative that you're better than somebody else because you wore a mask. So I don't know how that's not racism. I mean, because that has to be some kind of racism, right? You're hating on me because I don't wear a mask? I mean, come on. Let's see. Her cell phone, and then beating the couple and telling them to leave. Get a taser. Taser, fucking tase these fucking idiots. I'm not listening. Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to get this, right? Everybody's going to get it eventually, right? If you think you're not, then you live in Antarctica and you will not see anyone. And, yeah. Or you live totally off grid and you don't have to go to town like the Unibonger.
Right.
If you get mail, you've come in contact with at least 50 to 100 people a day. So if you get a shitty little card or a piece of mail, then guess what? You probably touched something that somebody coughed on, or didn't wash their hands after they pooped, or went to the bathroom, picked their nose, rubbed their eye, picked their ear. Yeah. Now, if everybody decontaminated 2 inches above their elbows before they started work, then hey, it might be a different story. But you can't get people to wash their hands after they leave the bathroom, so you think that they're going to scrub up. This last Scandor Prime Minister hired his friend's charity company to administer the Canadian Youth Program funds. His family has also taken money from its own from this charity, and it owns up. Damn. Yep. Well, it's okay because I'm a superior person because I'm in charge of you, so therefore I don't have to. Just like inside trading was legal for a long time for the our government. And they're scratching the surface of the latest scandal. They should be paying a premium to people bring change in, but banks will never pay for money. No, because they're just moving money around in the.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. No, you didn't see that, Irish. Well, you weren't paying attention, bro. I was making all kinds of comments, You have to go back and watch that shit. It was in the live chat too, bro. Which has been a good thing. Yeah, it's still shitty here. It's gonna rain. So, once it starts raining, it'll probably go downhill. Good morning, Mr. Mule Team 66. How are we doing there, sir?
How you doing, Mule?
Are you still trapped in the commie Illinois state? I know you're planning on moving sometime, but I don't know when. What's the ammo look like up there? Are you having trouble finding ammo, Mule? I have had contact with my brother-in-laws and some police that live up there that are acquaintances, friends, we'll say friends of mine. and they can't get a hold of any 9mm.
Yeah, 9mm around here. You ain't get black. Like seriously hard.
A lot of them are going to Indiana to purchase, even though they've tried to shut down the roadways. But you can't purchase ammo in Indiana if you're a Chicago resident, so you have to have an Indiana ID, because apparently the communists do own Chicago, or Chirac, or Shitcago, or Comiccago, whatever you want to call it. But banking is the only enjoyable part of the masks, but I'm over it. Right. I never. Yeah, I know. That is the most. Go into a coin dealer. Like all the coin dealers around here say, remove your hat, any face coverings and all this stuff, right? But now you can go in. They'll buzz you into a secure place with a mask on. How fucked up is that? Like,
and the ones where I go make you pay in cash. So it's not like you're going to give them your information. Well, I mean, if you're going in there legit, right? So they'll never know who the hell you were. Total anonymity.
Think back to Christmas of 2019. If you went to buy your wife a piece of jewelry, if you walked into a store with a fucking mask on, you would be shot. You would be shot. But now they're telling you
police
have
would be
to
called. Police would be called, and now police will be called if you don't.
I'm having trouble dealing with this new normal. The only good thing to come out of this is I'm getting to work from home. I mean, my wife does too. She works from home. So it's great. It's great because she gets to spend time with me, gets to spend time with the kids. But, you know, that's cool if your job allows you to do that. But if you're not, you know, and you're out of work, that sucks for you. So glad you didn't miss today's. Yeah, it's just sporadic, Tony. I have the same problem as you, man. Like if I go, you know, like I said, it's overcast right now. It looks like it's going to rain. Some days the wind is 70, 80 miles an hour, blowing trees down, and the internet works. But then, you know, it's a cloudy, overcast day, and then the fucking internet's out. So it's
well,
just really
if nothing else, that should tell everybody. If you want to know when Irish goes live, make sure you click that bell, subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications, and you will be alerted when this mofo eventually goes live. You never know. It's a surprise even to him.
Yeah. Well, this morning I had it unlisted because I didn't know if the internet was going to work because it was already cloudy. And somehow, Miss Riddle Girl got a notification. So I tried it. It worked, and we're here. Glad I reload 9. Need another bag of bullets.
Who reloads 9?
Stan.
Right on.
Mule Team's still in Illinois, and yes, ammo is scarce. But I knew you were stocked. I didn't ask all that. You don't have to give any intel away there, Mule. I'm just saying if you've been out, because like if you're like me, if you go to the store and you see a box of something you can't ever have enough of that. So.
I'm not that way, man. I get all hung up on the other stuff, and a lot of the times I forget about ammo. Luckily, I do cast and reload for 9mm. I got a whole ammo can full of 9, so I'm not hurting on that at all. But I don't shoot a lot of 9 either. I carry it at 45, and I just got a 45 for my 45th birthday, so I don't reload for that, and I only have like one box of that stuff. So that's a place where I need to get better. I would kind of want to cast for 45, and then 300 blackout. I just got into it. I do have everything to reload it. I do have everything to cast for it, but I haven't worked up my loads, and I need to get a chronograph in order to really dial in, especially now that I have a suppressor. I want to get it right on that cusp of supersonic and subsonic.
Awesome. Any idea on an Orinco SKS in good condition is worth today? $289 is what they were going for the other day when I looked at them. Even though back in the day you could pay anywhere from $69 to $89, depending on if it had the bayonet. So if it's anything under $289, Walter, I would probably take it. If you can get it for $100, you're definitely going to make a score. That was Susie K was my best friend. It was my first assault weapon. It was my first military rifle as a kid, and it was just a blast because it would shoot through pretty much anything that you put in front of it. So a lot of good barnwood got wasted on Susie K, the SKS of the thing. Reloading components are unobtainium. That is an actual element. It's, I think, 122 on the element scale. But,
actually, I'm able to get it here if you're saying unattainable because
it's
hard. It's hard. Like, you can't get small pistol primers. You can't get small rifle primers. But luckily, a lot of the new reloaders out there who's buying up everything don't realize that you can use small magnum rifle and small magnum pistol. So I did buy a couple boxes of those, and you just got to adjust your recipes a little bit. But
so you can in Canada you can get a SKS for around $300. Might be more with the firearm ban here. Gun sales have skyrocketed. Stinger, send me 9mm, please.
How many you want, bro?
Yeah, I've contacted my supplier that sells firearms and stuff, and even they are having trouble getting it. It's kind of like the coin sword shortage. Hello, kitty. Trudeau illegally pushed through a gun ban that has all the UN small arms. Yeah, of course they're trying to do that here too. But as with here, if you see blue helmets stand, you should do what I would do. You set up some blue targets and start practicing. Canadians are especially the West provinces like Alberta are ready to go hot. If the UN invades, go ahead. That's a foreign army to me. I believe Trump has defunded our part of them. So this is from a friend's widow. I want to be more than fair. I'm telling you. I think let me check over here at guns.deals and we'll see if we can find any SKSs. But I'm telling you, I think they were $289, brand new out the Cosmoline. But we'll look just to make sure because I know I seen it over here the other day. Right. Chinese Norinco. Let's see. SKS rifle manual, scope mount. The mags are at guns.com for $29.99. SKS, Chinese SKS Type 56, 7.62 by 39mm with spike bayonet. Palmetto State Armory has them currently for $349.99. They're out of stock at, I guess they're out of stock at Palmetto State now, but they were $299 3 days ago at Palmetto State Armory with the spike bayonet. And now they're $349 for, I guess, a better version of it. Let's see. They also had them at Classic Firearms for $299. Atlantic Firearms is a Curio and Relic FFL eligible item for $419. But those look like fucking beautiful, fresh made thing. Brownell sells a KCI SKS 75 round drum magazine for $69. Cabela's had the SKSs for $189 7 months ago. The Yugoslavian ones, M59 66A1 SKSs are $595 at guns.com. So it's truly up to you. I wouldn't give no more than $289 for it, $200 or $300. And still be doing good to her and to you. So you'll do it and you'll like it. That's a Prepper Satan comment. I don't know why Guns Coast to Coast is posting that shit.
Right.
Blueberries equal game.
How you doing, Guns?
Yeah. If you see a blue helmet, think the chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall.
I don't know. We'll see. I still say a lot of people are talk. We'll see.
Well,
we'll see.
You better get your ass a fast car and come to Indiana if the blue helmets start rolling in, bruh.
I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll see if anybody actually does anything about it. A lot of people say they will.
Bruh.
But when
Do
they
not-
have to then make their
do not-
last stand and nobody's there to help them, you know, it's
Do-
like,
Do not mistake my kindness for weakness, sir. Or my tolerance for certain things. Do not take that as a weakness.
I'm not saying you personally, even, dude. I'm talking about most people. All right, most people that say, "Well, if this ever happens, then I'm going to do this." Well, things like that have happened. Still nothing. If socialism ever becomes a thing in the United States, I'm going to rise up. Where are you? Wearing your mask, being a good little boy. You know what I mean? It's just funny to me.
I don't know if I can. I won't say this out loud, but I'll put it up here, so that you can go look into what this is. But this is what I believe is happening, and I'll post it in the comment section. This is what they want to happen, anyways. So, interesting price spread. Well, so the Yugoslavian one is a better made. You know, in my opinion, and Yugoslavia, I believe, is no longer a country because it's split away into Croatia and some other countries. So that is why. Norinkos are a Chinese remanufactured knockoff. They're great. Mine was a Norinco, but you pay more for a better made firearm. So. Who's arrested people in Portland dressed in military camo and not identifying themselves? The FBI posted the link up the top. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what's going to happen. Like, why do you think that you're going to get away with it? Why? Why? All these people. Look at Bundy Ranch. Look at all these other. You know, these are primarily. White folk that went out to help the, you know, there was mixed races, but primarily it was a lot of, you know, white people. And I hate to fucking say that because it's not a white or black thing. It's an American thing. But they were fucking prosecuted, right? And persecuted. I believe Tactical Tony is still being persecuted for going out there. So, and he is not a white person. He is an American. He is an American. But he is not of white ethnicity. But he is still being persecuted. So they think
because nobody buys it because
they think that they're going to get away with it because they wore a mask or they didn't wear a mask. But eventually, shit rolls downhill. So you can have your fun, your 5 minutes of fame, talk all this shit, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to fucking get in trouble. Whether it's a just cause or an unjust cause, they're going to get you. Now, if you look, if you just think about this, right, and we'll be conspiracy theory here, but it's not really conspiracy theory. You carry around a fucking mobile tracking device with you all the time. Okay, you willingly do so. You pay to have a tracking device. You pay. Now, back in the day, they used to have teams of guys, you know, mobilized on you to physically watch you, to track you, or to plant.
Put a tracker on your car, yeah.
Yeah, but now everywhere you go, you're giving them your location everywhere. If you carry a cell phone, if your wife carries one and you don't, you're giving your location. Now, link that with all the security cameras that they pick and choose to show what they want to show, but they can put you in the area. So therefore, if they can put your cell phone in the area that you pay for, which is also, if you think about it, if your child goes out to go to these protests, then the name on the phone is yours. So therefore, they're going to come to you. Why? Because you're letting your kid go out and do dumb shit. So then when you and your entire family's house gets raided by the SWAT team, and you don't know why, it's because your kid was out doing something that you weren't fucking aware of. You know that they went to a black site. Probably not. They probably didn't take them to Guantanamo. Because, you know, it's not legal to have a black site in the United States. I've had a bunch of them. Norinco was one of the better ones. I don't own a Yugoslavian one, but they seem to be more well put together. Now that I'm older, I kind of know that, but you know, but the Norinco is just fine. It'll do the job. I've been too busy making taxes to fall. And that's where the taxes come from. People like me make them. Right. So you're funding all these people that don't want to go back to work because they would rather make $900 a week on unemployment.
Shit.
Yeah. I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. Yeah, it's totally retarded. But you're incentivizing these people to go out and do these fucking things because why? Well, we can't work because there's a cerveza bug virus going around. So let's go out and protest and burn shit down and steal stuff and then still collect a check from the government for unemployment because our McDonald's job is not working as like they used to because there's no body going into the store to eat or whatever the case may be. Yeah, let's go fuck shit up because we don't have jobs and we're getting paid to go out and be retarded. The government can only fight so many fires at once. Yeah, well, they don't have to, though, because everything that you do on your phone is tracked by the Fusion Center. So 10 years from now, they can go back and be like, oh, well, you were here, and it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but 10 years down the road, while you think you've got away with stealing that 65-inch LCD fucking flat panel monitor in the new PlayStation 4, we finally built an algorithm to see that you were at this place at this time and that you took this illegally. And then they'll figure out a way to use the RICO statute to take everything you own. And then guess what? You're gonna have to pay the government back the unemployment that you're receiving because you weren't at home, you were out looting and burning shit down.
Well, not only that, but then you're gonna have to pay a fine on top of it. They're gonna take all your money, all your wealth. And then also fine your ass and imprison your ass. Yeah.
Yep. I can track everyone pre-phone. Well, of course you can, God. We all know that. And if you don't, then there's something especially wrong with you. It's like I'm everywhere, right? Well, I wish you were everywhere because things would probably be a lot better. Probably being a very good factor in that. Yes, it would be a lot better. Believe me, he sees everything, says Pepper Satan. I thought, yeah, there are black sites everywhere. Right, but you weren't ever going to admit that. Do these twats even know enough to waste a black site? I doubt it. Interrogation of their leaders might get some Soros leads. Well, I mean, that's like everything else. In Louisville, Kentucky, during the protests, they were paying people on the streets $225 to protest. So if you showed up to protest after you got off your job or after you received your unemployment payment, you go down and they would give you $225 cash. Now, the guy on the street, it's kind of like the drug dealing. They're never going to get the drug dealers, right? Well, they're never going to get Soros because he does the same concept. Like he is putting the money out there.
He's got enough money to make sure he doesn't go to jail.
Right, and he never will. He's like, what, 150? They're gonna upload him in the Matrix.
The dude worked for the Nazis in World War II, rounding up Jews, and somehow he's still alive. I mean,
and he was
obviously weren't a child. Yeah, he was a Jew himself.
Jewish citizen himself. He's the Jewish religion.
All I'm saying though is the dude is old as shit. Because how many people do you know that were in their 20s during World War II still around?
Right.
Dude's got to be 100.
All my fires well contained. Use this time to prepare. Yeah, the next few months is going to be critical. If your eyes are not open, which we see a lot of people's eyes are open just from firearms purchases.
Unfortunately, you can't buy everything all at once.
But you can plant seeds. You can do all the things I talked about at the beginning of this to stay calm. You can go out and spread those seeds by making the seed bombs. You can do all that. I provided links for it, man. If you just spread that to people and get them thinking about it. Now, if you plant an apple tree now, it's going to take 5 years, 3 to 5 years to start producing. But if more people would have listened many years ago when I was talking about this originally, you would have the secret food forest or the roadside garden or whatever, the trail garden out in the middle of the a hiking trail, you know. But you can't harp on what we should have done. We can only do what's going on now. So by all means, still do these things. One, it takes the burden off of you, because if people can find blueberries or raspberries or blackberries or food on the side of the road, they're less likely to come try to take it from your farm or homestead. So put the stuff out there. Start doing it now. Get it out there. Of course, you know, the standard beans, Band-Aids, bullets, a way to filter water. Build those fancy flower beds that I've discussed before, you know. I got a new flower bed concept that I'm going to try to do a video on that works in a multifaceted way. So you know, it's a beautiful addition to your front yard, but it also will stop a vehicle, no matter how tall it is. So, you know, if you have an embankment around your house because people drive off the road and, you know, land in your back porch or something frequently, which happens at some intersections, you can implement one of these, which is a gorgeous flower bed for your wife or you or whoever the fuck you want to put it there for, but it also acts as a safety barrier to keep vehicles from plowing into your house. Serious question, says Guns Coast. Are weekend protests still a thing? Are people still gathering in cities? I do not know. I spend 99% of my time on the weekend trying to catch up on all the stuff that I did not get done during the week.
I did cover a story last night. There is some counter protests that were going on. I believe it was in Utah. Yeah, Utah was having some counter protests going on over the weekend, I believe. So yeah, I think it is. I don't think it's as reported though anymore.
Well, of course they're not going to report it because it doesn't.
It's funny too. This anti-protest people. Second Amendment supporters, Cop Lives Matter supporters, all that, they went out in force. And apparently the other side who had planned their little demonstration canceled it. Now, I don't know if they canceled it because the other side, you know, showed up or what, but I just kind of found that ironic. So the counter protesters were there protesting, but the actual protesters never showed up. That's just the one story that I know about.
Let's see. There's a new version of God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood. Do we remember? Does anyone remember that? Yeah. God Bless the USA? Why? Because we all stood together in solidarity and they had a big fancy song about it?
Yeah, well, even then, the country was divided, but not nearly as much as it is now.
Right, but we still stood together, right? And that's what the whole Lee Greenwood song was about.
Well, I mean, I believe that was near the Vietnam era, right? I don't think we were standing together then. This country was very divided even then.
Right.
I mean, we have communists in this country since the 50s. And shit, I mean, remember the whole communist scare where we were going after communists in the 50s? Well, apparently we stopped and they kept on coming. We shouldn't have stopped if we really wanted to keep communism out of this country.
Well, that's the thing, though. Freedom, you know, that's what the Constitution protects. You can choose to do whatever you want to. However, it doesn't. You know, when it starts affecting other people, then that's why. The feds have arrested the ringleader in the attack on Andrew Jackson statue by the White House. That's not in mainstream news. The Rolling Stone editor has unloaded on the media, saying that the American left has lost its mind. by doing all this stuff. Truck drivers say they won't deliver to cities who defunded police departments. Wow.
Yeah, that's an old story, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going through a bunch of old stories that are not mainstream media. It's just interesting, man. Like, the people are out there. Nobody's out posting it up on the internet because, well, first of all, you don't want anybody to know your business if you're doing a counteroffensive, right? But there was something that I wanted to show you guys, but I can't find it now, so I'll find it. But there is a new website out that you can go to. You sign up for, and you can receive information, whether you are a former military, former police officer, active duty, whatever. But I will have to figure that out. We got a farm outside town as a rally point. That's good. There are directives out now to people in the know that you are to set up a QRF. You are to set up 2, 3, 5-man teams, at least 2 units in your local area. So that's information that you can search out on your own. I won't give you any more on that, but there are directives out there. Seems that one's protesting on the far left groups for BLM. Some unmasked protests are going on as well. The BLM defund the police groups are out constantly now here. No shit. That's crazy. It was in the 80s, I thought.
Yeah. He's referring to Leo Greenwood's God Bless America. Yeah, 1984. Sorry about that. I don't have that. Yeah,
so what you're saying is... yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're outnumbered, right? I mean, we had the BLM protests here in Phoenix against the Patriot Group, and supposedly it wasn't that big of a difference. Well, you're talking numbers versus numbers, but our side had a lot of women and children, and their side didn't. So technically, and then they forced out the Patriots that were trying to have a picnic. So I don't know.
There's a Lenin statue in America that nobody has tried to take down. I posted that up a while back too, and no one seems to want to take that down. The communist Lenin, not the singer.
Oh, the singer ain't much better.
I know, but I'm saying there's a communist statue.
Marxist, I forget. Yeah, like they're trying to. A lot of people want to replace the national anthem with John Lennon's "Imagine," which I believe is a Marxist anthem.
So yeah, I mean, there's lots of weird randomness going on that just totally blows my mind.
You have a Nazi memorial in Toronto?
All right. A memorial or just something to remember of what not to do? The Nazi SS memorial in Toronto, and it got vandalized. The lefts are pissed that the police are investigating it as a hate crime.
Wow. Oh, that's good news right there. That's hilarious. I'm going to have to look into that one. Talk about it.
You vile people.
Right.
How dare you desecrate the Nazis.
You shall not bring dishonor to Alita.
Jesus.
I have to dust out an old flag that I've put away a long time ago.
Oh shit! You got one of those? That's crazy.
I don't know. When you're a kid, back in the 90s, and the shit wasn't like all racist. You could actually, get things that you thought were cool in history. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, some of the stuff's cool. Hitler was a genius if he wasn't a fucking narcissistic fucking murderer and killing piece of shit. But just to think of all the advancements we would have had if he would not have been a crazy fuck,
Well, I like collecting all the memorabilia from all the losing sides, right? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I don't believe that just because you lost, you were the evil side, because history is written by the victors. So obviously I think, well, why did the South want to secede from the Union? You know, what was really behind that? Was it exactly what the North says? Because the North won, so obviously they're going to say they were in the right for what they did. You know, and you dive into that history a little bit, and you find out not everything's as black as white as history has taught us, right? And it's the same thing with Germany and Nazism. I'm sure. I am not. I'm coming across really fucking ignorant right now. Right? I am not trying to say that, you know, Hitler was a great dude or whatever, but I do like collecting memorabilia from the losing sides. I always have. When I was a kid, I collected Nazi coins. I just thought it was cool. You don't see that. They made that for what? 10 years? From 35 to 45-ish? So that's a very brief time in history of that coin, you know. And so with anything else with that kind of memorabilia from that time. It's just interesting.
Most of the stuff that has been acquired, though, at least in the United States, was war trophies.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
back in the good old days when you could actually pillage a little bit.
Oh, well, it's like all the old pistols, you know, that came back from World War II. You know, all that stuff came back because it was taken as war trophies. So, the link that's up there right now is a link that if you want to get involved with someone, that's a public forum. But if you're a paying member, you can have access to the secure server. So protect yourself. You know, your operational security intel, but if you're an active paying member, then you can get on the secure server. But that is the public forum, so if you wish to join that, that's a place to meet people. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just providing the information so that people don't call me a disgrace and weird shit like that. So yeah, there you go. There's information.
I'd rather be called a disgrace than a valor stealer.
Yeah, well, my favorite trolls, you know, I'm not going to feed them, but they love to talk trash. And I don't delete their comments anymore. I just give them a thumbs up because, hey, you took time out of your day, so I will give you a thumbs up. Be happy for yourself, keyboard warriors. All leaders tend to be hypocrites. Do as I say, not as I do. Lincoln had no intention of freeing the slaves until it served him.
Mm-hmm.
The founding fathers put in a clause to end slavery in 1809 or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, we need the crazy Scotsman in here. Crazy Scotsman, if you're watching, check in, bro, so we can get, because he is our resident expert. He just became a United States citizen last month or maybe a month or two ago. So, yeah.
Hey, Irish, why does your link send me over to the Oath Keepers website?
Okay, so it is an Oath Keepers organization. That's why I said it's an unsecured one. However, it is the new link for people
Let me go sign up with the police department. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I don't like police.
It's not the police department, bruh.
Okay.
It's a public forum, and I said use it as you wish.
Right.
But it is a Defend America from, you know.
Okay.
So check it out. If nothing else, do your research on it. I'm just throwing it out there. If you want to check it out, check it out. If not, if I threw Pornhub up there, everybody would go check that shit out. So
I don't need you to throw me a link, bro.
Well, I mean, you know, they are hosting a lot of YouTube gun channels now, so I'm just saying, you know, it's not just all porn anymore.
Right.
So yeah. So next week, I will come up with the terms of, well, maybe this weekend I'll do a video on the terms of the giveaway after I consort with my cohort in crime over there, Poison Stinger, and we'll figure out a way to do the giveaway and how we plan on going about that. So that way we can get it all worked out, get the logistics down. Now, due to the Postal Service not delivering shit for 16 days, don't be upset if it comes slower than expected. But yeah, we'll get that lined out. And Stan, I don't know about Canada, bro. We may have to meet in Michigan or something if you win. I don't know how that works. Can we still send stuff to Canada? I mean, there's a coin shortage and stuff like that, so I don't know. Maybe we can go to Memphis and slip something in his box if he wins or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know what? Fuck it. It's just a piece of aluminum.
Well, I don't know if Canadian authorities would say that.
Fuck it. I'll send him one if he wins. I don't give a shit.
Hormel, if you guys don't know, who makes a lot of products like Beanie Weenies and Spam, have stayed open during this entire process. If I can find the article, I will. Yeah, here we go. The Fortune 500 company that is world famous for Spam, Skippy peanut butter. They're giving away food to battle hunger and food insecurity throughout the cerveza bug crisis. They're a Fortune 500 company with more than 20,000 team members across the globe, making a difference for their customers and shareholders in the community. So they're actually giving away a lot of stuff. If you go on there, they're giving away a year's supply of stuff, I believe. Apparently, they're now shipping Spam to South Korea, and it's making a big hit there. Let's see. They also introduced a level 5 ready meat that's for people with dysplasia. I don't know what that is, but they're obviously doing their research to help out for people that want to maintain nourishment. Let me see. Let me go here. I'll post the link up to this. They're actually doing a lot, and they're actually taking care of their people that are sick. So they're feeding nursing homes and all kinds of good stuff. But I'll let you read all about that. Company steps up to donate cash and meals to help local communities during the pandemic. They're helping those in need that need it most in the hunger relief and food insecurity as a result of the cerveza bug. $1 million in cash and public donations to assist global, national, and local hunger relief organizations. Feeding America, Convoy of Hope, Conscious Alliance, and food and hunger relief organizations in the company's plant communities were among organizations receiving immediate funding and donations. So they're doing a great job of doing that. At first, when I read the article, I was like, oh shit, I have to go buy Spam now because they're going to be sold out because they're closing down. But no, they're not. They're actually striving to maintain their production. So laugh out now. What's the prize? If it's a knife, probably won't go through. They'll return it to sender. The prize is a 80% AR-15 lower, so probably not, Stan. If we cut it in 3 pieces, they might give it to you if we send it to you in 3 different shipments. But
I don't know. I think as long as we pack it right, it can get through. I just pack a whole bunch of child porn around it right now. No, probably not.
No, then they'll open that and enjoy the child porn.
Right. Trudeau will keep that one for himself, I'm sure.
They'll throw the AR lower in the trash because that's not.
What can we send? What can we send that won't? Do they X-ray it?
I have no idea. I think they run it through X-ray, but they also run it through like ground penetrating radar type shit. There's all kinds of crazy shit. I watched one of the things on how they intercept drugs and stuff. So yeah, they'll flag it for anything if the dog hits on it. If you send a package and you shot your firearm prior to packaging it up, the transfer from the gunpowder can get on the tape and the dog will hit on it, and then they'll open your shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Lower. Oh, hell no.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to try.
Yeah.
I think I could maybe put some extra shit in there.
What if we sent you a 100% unfinished one, like a paperweight, without any of the holes drilled in it, then that might go through, because then at that point it's just
a block of aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck figuring that out.
In the shape.
I don't know if it's in the shape and they scan it, if they can. No, it's not gonna go through. Doesn't matter how many holes it is. I mean, it could be like a toy gun and it wouldn't go through. The key to that is to throw a whole bunch of other metal shit in there with it.
And then this makes you suspect. Don't put my name on it. Oh, hey, we can send him. If he wins, we can send him a one that looks like an AR-15, but it's actually a flask. A flask. I wonder if that would get through. A flask. I did get some flasks that look like firearms, and they are metal, but they're not usable for.
We'll just have to come up with a secondary prize for them, I think.
We'll have to figure that out when it comes to it. If Stan wins, we'll have to figure out an alternate for people that live in communist held territory.
I know what I'll do. I'll just ship you the AR lower and then fill it with a whole bunch of bullets. That way, when it gets X-rayed, it'll be all over the place. They won't know what the hell it is.
We'll put Wiccan crystals in it or something so that it directs the light everywhere else. We'll bedazzle it. And
then throw in some Folgers crystal flavored coffee in there.
Send it to my neighbor if they don't get swatted. Laugh out loud. Wow, no, Stan, we'll put your phone number on it and your name, and we'll wrap it in a rainbow flag. Maybe that'll get us through. I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, you probably can't send it to California.
Probably not, but I'm close enough to California. There's somebody in California won. We could arrange something.
Whatever happened to our old boy that we used to hang out with that was in California?
10-round Patriot?
No, Wasser.
Oh, Wasser 10?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
What happened?
The last time I talked to him was after Kansas passed. He was in the Kansas last chat, I believe, and him and Dorothy were supposedly going to come and get the rifle from me, but that never happened.
Now, did he get married or something, or did he just fall off the face of the earth? Because I know he did some. I think he did some work with the FBI or one of those alphabet boy situations. Because
he was a cop of some sort. Apparently, he was a note taker. At least that's what he would say, right? That he's not the actual person fighting crime out there. He's the one that reports on the crime that his partner is doing. So, he's a glorified body camera that just writes it down instead of actually videotapes it, supposedly. Paint it rainbow, it might get through. Yeah. Real girl's rifle is going to be rainbowy. Should see the grip that she got. You remember the grip that she bought there, Irish? Well, that thing is like the grip that Andre the Giant would use. That thing is massive. She's still going to try to use it, but I just find it hilarious. Like, it is so big. The guy who made it definitely doesn't have anything for reference. Or maybe he does, because it does fit on the lower. He just made it extra long. And he found it. So there's her pistol grip that was 3D printed, right? So it's definitely big. It's a lot bigger than an actual pistol grip would be, but it does fit. And it does have all the right holes, so I don't know. Should be interesting. There you go, Ro.
Maybe I'll just hold it like this instead.
Yeah, make it brass knucks.
Yeah.
There you go. So Irish bounced. Looking at this whole defendamericanow.com thing. And we've got a whole bunch of what do you call it? Terms of service? Yeah. I don't know what I think about their terms of service. It's pretty long. Talking about if I buy stuff from them. I'd definitely be wary, and I am very wary on giving out personal information on these kind of things. We'll see how it goes. Right now, it looks kind of like a Discord server, but supposedly for Patriots. What we're going to do other than get together and talk about the situation at hand, who knows? I still think most people on our side who say that they're 3%ers are really not. They're 99%ers. They just like to talk and hear themselves talk. Right, Irish? No. This gun ban, they're even banning any shotgun that can use a choke. Why would they want to ban a shotgun that can use a choke? That's strange. Can you put something on as a choke that makes it more deadly? I mean, are they worried that you're going to thread on a suppressor? I mean, I know they make a shotgun suppressor. I'm actually looking at getting one. Thinking about it anyway. Oh, there he is.
Yep, sorry, I had to talk to the postman. He said that there's no reason that things should be not being delivered 16 days. The new postmaster is being kind of a D-bag and not allowing them to have any overtime. Therefore, putting off mail. Like if they can't deliver the mail all in one day, they have to go back and do it the next day, and that doesn't make any sense because if they can't deliver the mail the first day, and then they go to the end of the route and start delivering the mail, and the people that are supposed to get the mail every day are not going to get their mail every day because you have to go to the middle of your route where you left off at, so you don't have any overtime. Which eventually is going to cause you to have overtime because you're going to have so much shit piled up at the post office that it's not going to matter. You're going to have to work overtime.
Right.
No sense to me.
So, yeah, we should just strap a dildo to the lower, put a battery pack on it, make it a vibrator. He'll get through.
Sounds good.
That's
Sounds
what
good.
Walter Davis suggested that one.
Walter Davis, of course. They do have a dildo launcher, tacticalshit.com.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you put that in those launchers that they have that you can get that are for like soda cans? Yeah, I bet you could do that with dildos. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, tacticalshit.com has one. One of my favorite knife makers. He was on Forge and Fire for a while. The guy that always wore the kilt. He shot one at a shop a couple weeks ago and filmed it. It was pretty fucking hilarious. I should have to. I'll dig that out and find that video.
Right.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, and then I talked about it a lot, and my buddies were like, "Dude, why the fuck are you obsessed with dildo launchers?" And I'm like, "Because it's cool. Because you could shoot suction cup dildos into everything.
Mm-hmm.
You could shoot them across your fence into the neighbor's yard and let them stick on the vehicle. All kinds of cool shit like that, right?
Less than lethal.
It's just funny. Could you imagine shooting somebody with a fucking dildo with a suction cup on it at a riot? Holy fuck!
Just slaps them upside the head.
Yeah, or get stuck to their mask. Oh, yeah.
I doubt it's going to shoot that way. You shooting it backwards? Fuck that,
Yeah,
man.
you shoot it with the suction cup facing toward them so that it leaves a giant fucking hickey. And then they can't tell anybody what happened. Oh, I got hit by a rubber bullet. Because you have to say that. Because if you say I got hit with a fucking dildo and the suction from the dildo stuck on my skin and gave me a hickey, then you'd be made fun of for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So I broke my own protocol here just to show you.
You brought mail in?
I brought mail in too. Well, I can't show you. Damn it. Anyways, I got a complete set of 1909 to 1959 Lincoln Memorial Cents in a picture frame that has all the cool shit on it.
Right on.
So, and
Too
they
bad
all
you
look
can't show it.
They all look pretty cool in mint form. But I'm going to leave it laying out in the sun to kill any weird, funky stuff that might be on it. But it's definitely cool. I'll put a picture up of it or something, whatever. It's badass. A reason I bought it was because I wanted to see if it had any error pennies in it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're uncirculated or really close to it, that'd be really cool.
Well, they look brilliant uncirculated, but I seen some problems whenever I asked for detailed videos of it, and there's some double dyes on the fronts. So I'm into the double dye stuff now, just because it's cool to see the different screw ups.
Well, apparently the mint screws up a lot. That's why I like the third leaf on the Wisconsin and In God We Rust. You know, the ones that are kind of funny. Well, not necessarily funny, but really noticeable. The double dyes and the die cracks, those, I don't know, man. The cuds, those are all like, so what to me? I mean, I do know that people pay money for that, but
so they're
I'm
banning.
not as interested.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the comments.
No, you're fine.
The gun ban is even banning any shotgun that can use a choke.
Yeah, isn't that messed up?
Yeah, all that does is tighten the shot or loosen it up for squirrel hunting. I mean, that makes no fucking sense.
So let's be less accurate with our ammunition. Sounds like a good idea.
Get triple-aught buckshot. Mini dildos. Start making bullets out of mini dildo bullets. Take the AR lower, put a dildo. Okay.
Yeah.
Walter, always good. Just tighten the pattern right. I bet it will get delivered. The dildo launcher would for sure. I'm sure they'd have no problem with that. Honey, I got to take out. Just imagine, those bouncy balls that we used to have as kids. You get in the penny nickel dime machines. That, the big ass rubber balls that you use, the sky bounce balls.
Yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine getting hit by one of them motherfuckers? You might want to be shot. I'd probably take a bullet rather than get hit by a fucking 2-pound fucking bouncy ball.
Especially with everybody videotaping everything anymore, that shit's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah. Stan said he would get us back. Are you gonna send us a pussy launcher?
Hey, you can send me all the 80% lowers you want, bro. I'll be cool with that. Can you even have that shit up there? Can you make your own? Well, I'm not saying now, but like before all this shit went down, like a year or two ago, could you have made your own 80% lower in Canada? I doubt it.
No.
Protein may be the cause of your arthritis?
No, stop, bro. I was trying to watch a Tactical Tony video, and it came up as arthritis video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just checking my. Okay, so it's just Walter talking about his video didn't completely load before they deleted it.
Nair in my shampoo. That ain't that original, bro. That's been done. Come on. If I'm going to send you something cool like an 80% lower, you can do better than Nair. Especially since that's kind of like a federal thing, right? I mean, you'd get in trouble on all sorts of levels if you got busted with it. I bet it's possible to retrofit a grenade launcher to fire dildos. Probably great to break up the rioters. All of a sudden, everyone is getting hit, hooking up, and leaving the scene. Riot ends. Yeah. Not sure
all
we
right.
could. It would have to meet spec and registration or registered. Yeah.
What about a Bolo nutsack round? So it come out with 2 sacks. And it's a yeah. Oh man,
that is more deadly than the dildos and not nearly as funny. I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as funny.
Well, it'd be funny to watch it wrap around somebody and then get smacked in the mouth by two sets of balls.
Herpes test result envelopes in your name to your neighbors. See, that one's a little better. as a way to get back. It's funny. You're trying to get back at me for giving you gun stuff. Like, okay, you don't want gun stuff, man. You don't have to force my hand. I'll figure somebody else out who wants it. Shit.
Poor Stan doesn't know. That's some Canadian military shit.
What was it?
We'll send you a bag full of dicks. That's an American gag. You can get a bag full of dicks, and then when you open it, it explodes glitter all in your face. But they're not. It's not really like just regular glitter. It's like
sticky glitter.
It's miniature sticky dick glitter.
Yeah, you can't ever get out completely.
Yeah.
It'd be like 10 years later, you're still vacuuming that shit off your
Oh. And the funny part would be, well, no, it probably wouldn't be the funny part. The wife would open it, and then she would be pissed off at you because somebody sent you a bag of dicks. And
who did this?
Yeah, there's actually a veteran that started a company that does that, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, a U.S. veteran. You could send somebody a bag of dicks. I don't want the charges that go with the lower, right? No, I got you, man. We're just fucking around. You know, I feel like I would probably get in trouble if I sent you something like that. Teabag the rioters, right? Instant losing the street cred, right?
See, and I don't give a shit. Like if you actually wanted the lower and wanted us to send it, Irish might not, but I fucking would. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know how hard it is to send a lower anonymously? It's not that fucking hard. You don't do it from your house. You go to the local post office, wear your fucking mask like they want you to, right? And just drop it in there. No return to sender. Or if you do have a return to sender, do it as your neighbor.
Oh, they do ship the bag of dicks to Canada. Oh, Stan, buddy,
you got your prize.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the one that's created by a veteran, but if it is, they got a Four Loko can cooler, which Tactical Tony, I'm sure, would enjoy. Now they have a new black bag of dicks. They have the Dicky Cup, evil singing bag of dicks. It doesn't shut up. It does not stop playing for 6 hours.
Ooh.
I'm not sure this is the one that's owned by a veteran, but I will post a link to it. Now everybody can send bags of dicks to dickheads that you know. There you go.
Right.
If I see this in my post office box, I will not open it, so just don't worry about that. There is no return to sender on it, so nobody knows where it came from, but
yeah,
I will not be opening any packages from Stan anytime soon.
Stan has now been disqualified from the contest. Wow, you even linked it. Nice.
Why, yeah, like that's cool stuff, bro.
Riddle. You know your Sean. You work with Sean. There's a bagofdicks.com. Send him a gift package, an anonymous gift package.
Bag of dicks.
Seriously, it's all sorts of different ones. Ones that have like annoying music that plays that won't shut up for 6 hours, and there's nothing they can do about
it. Yeah, my wife introduced me to this. It was so funny. She's like, she was looking for a gag gift for somebody, and she was looking at the glitter bombs, right? And so this came up, and I was like, holy shit, that is totally awesome. And they even have nutritional information on the website, so you can eat.
So you can eat a bag of dicks? Nice. Yeah. There's nutritional stats,
yeah.
So you can eat a bag of dicks.
They're like, what's those candies? Not Sprees, but like those little hard
Smarties?
Candies. No, they're the hard
yeah,
candies.
They look like Smarties.
Hard candies? I don't know.
Yeah, like runts. Runts.
Oh, runts?
Yeah, in the form of a lingam. Yeah, I wanted to send a bag of those to the Prime Minister, but once again, don't want charges. Laugh out loud.
Just got your pardon? Holy shit.
Forward your information to an American.
Seriously, dude, there's ways to get around it. Fuck the government, man. I'm tired of like being afraid to do shit because I might get in trouble. Fuck that, man. Let's get in some trouble.
They also have black dicks.
Yeah, I know. That's a new product that just came out with the black dicks.
I bet that would be easily endorsed by the Psychiatric Society. Right. They would make a killing therapy. Unfortunate. Well, this has been we've known about this for a couple years. It was just funny that I thought about it because we were talking about the dildo launcher.
Right.
And so yeah.
They
funny
had gummy
stuff.
bags of dicks. Apparently,
yeah,
too.
there's all kinds of cool stuff out there. If you want to waste your your what is it called? The check that they gave everybody? Yeah, if you want to waste that.
Socialism check? Your stimulus?
Yeah. Send lots of bags of dick. Summer 2020 will be a riot. Get your gear. Let's see. Let me find this. Liberal Tears now makes a hand sanitizer. Liberal Tears brand makes a hand sanitizer.
That's weird. Why would you want Liberal Tear hand sanitizer? I mean, I get the Liberal Tears coffee mug.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I'm not really sure why they would do that.
Oh, shit. They make the dildo launcher in multicam.
Well, there you go. That would match my get-up.
I will post the link for the dildo launcher. There you go. You can also look soda cans, but...
Where's the fun in that?
There you go. Tacticalshit.com. F5 manufactures soda can dildo launcher. Cock multicam. So the multicam is not only multicam, but it is in the fashion of the lingam. You can launch full unopened 12-inch cans or launch dildos with it. When used on a mil standard mil spec blanks fired at optimum angle, you can reach up to 105 yards.
Wow.
Dildo and dust cover and forward assist not included. Oh, it's so fucking hilarious.
$300. That's an expensive joke, but it is funny.
Yeah, buddy. Tactical Shit just has some of the coolest random stuff that you would not ever need, but it's just funny. However, Tactical Tony was telling everybody to sell all of their shit.
I do love the pictures on that, though. The dude,
right?
the model or whatever, he's like, yeah! With his dildo poking out.
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff. They have now made a patch, a new one. That says Dangerous Goods, Donald Trump, get off my lawn, White House morale patch. And it shows Donald Trump instead of the McCluskeys holding a M16.
That's a stretch.
On the White House lawn.
You think Trump would ever hold an AR-15 or even know what the hell it is? I mean, maybe his sons who go out hunting, but that fool, such an anti-gun president, I swear. I hate seeing AR-15s with his shit all over them. You know, you get the Trump builds and shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? This motherfucker is so anti-gun, it's not even funny, and you think he's pro. I'm going to be the most Second Amendment supporter president ever. Yeah, let me go ahead and put in more gun restrictions than Obama did in 8 years and 4. I don't get it.
Just funny. Sorry, it was meant to be funny, sir. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just, have sore spots.
Liberal Tears water bottle seems more appropriate. Paintballs full of KY. Holy fuck. Could you imagine the mess that would be? Oh. Are you allowed to have the CS paintballs? The 68 caliber chicken salad paintballs, Stan? Is that I wonder if you would get an assault charge for shooting someone. Could you imagine that in court? Mr. So-and-so shot somebody in the face with a 4-pound rubber dildo. Now, we need to charge him with assault with a deadly dildo. Because then it would be an assault weapon, right? Because it was used in an assault. Aggravated sexual assault. What's the for like when you force somebody to give you oral? What's that called? That's what it would be called. You have your microphone off. No, sodomy. Sodomy.
It's called sodomy is not oral. First of all, if you force somebody to give you oral, that's rape. That's what that's considered. Second of all, if you sodomize somebody, that's doing it up their ass.
Oh, I thought sodomy was when you. Yeah, I'm not very well.
Sodomy is a different hole altogether, bro.
I thought that was turning the brown eye blue. Okay, so anyways,
that's also where you get Sodom and Gomorrah. Where do you think sodomy came from? It's from the whole Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible.
A filled cannon with Mr. Fist as the cannonball. Oh God, could you imagine that thing bouncing down the road? Shit. Oh, a silicone fist bouncing down the road, take out 2 or 3 people. What happened to you? I lost a limb in the sodomy thing. Oh, okay, right. Roger that. Thank you, all my sexual deviants. But could you imagine that? I lost a limb in the 2020 mask war from the silicone fist shot from a medieval war cannon. Oh, yeah, we don't even want to leave that up on the screen. What is it? I thought there's another word for it that they called
fellatio.
Well, yeah, but is that what it's called? Like, what if you smack somebody with your lingam? What is that called?
If you smack somebody in the face with your cock?
Yeah, your lingam.
I don't know. First of all, I've never heard of the terminology lingam. So, I mean, if we're talking about your penis, then I wouldn't say that's anything more than rape at that time. I mean, it's all rape, bro, if you're doing it forcefully, right? Even if you, I mean, in this day and age, even if you just show somebody, that's at least sexual assault. Maybe not rape at that point, but pretty close. But if you force oral, and first of all, if you force oral and they don't bite it off, that's on their ass, right? How do you not bite?
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I didn't know what it was called. I like it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I have to go with my sexual deviant friends over here to tell me about all the weird shit. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go to the Urban Dictionary over here.
All right.
That's where everything is.
That's probably what you're thinking about because it's not an actual term like sodomy.
Let's see. Slapping.
Sodomy.
Slap ass now? No,
you might think it's very odd of me. Said I enjoy the act of sodomy. Have you? I know you never heard. I know you never heard that song. I think Stan would love this movie. It's Peter. Peter Jackson. He's a director. He did King Kong. He's done the Lord of the Rings movies, right? Well, I was a fan of Peter Jackson back in the 90s before he made it big with a little B movie. He made a couple B movies, right? One of them was called Meet the Feebles, and I have a copy of it. I haven't watched it in a while, but it's a Muppet movie or a puppet movie, right? But it's very fucked up. It's like imagine the Muppets on acid, and then even more vile and disgusting above that, right? This is on another level. And one of the songs in it is Sodomy, and it's about this fox who's singing about how he loves the act of sodomy. And it has these penis columns that at the end of the song burst out confetti out of the tips. Fucking hilarious, bro. What is that? Eurymeto? How do you pronounce that?
Irimatio.
Irimatio is a form of oral sex where a man thrusts his junk into someone else's mouth, in contrast to fellatio, where the penis is being actually orally excited by a fellator. So there you go.
IRRUMATIO. That's the forced fellatio word that you're looking for.
Well, according to UrbanDictionary.com, gay bash is to beat someone with a 3-foot long rubber dildo. This is usually due to the inability to find. So I don't know. So yeah, UrbanDictionary.com. I was thinking that maybe there was some terminology for the dildo launcher, but I guess there's not. So
Right.
Off the fucking chains today in this chat.
Oh yeah, I mean the dildo launcher didn't help.
Well, apparently there's people on YouTube that specifically use. Let's see. They actually have people's names on here of people that use words on Urban Dictionary on their YouTube channels, and I can't find it now. Clapped is apparently an ugly girl in UK. It also means getting shot. Yeah. Wow. Cugine means cousin in Italian. And when Meadow calls Christopher Cugine, she is calling her cousin. There's a new word for you today. Gender. Oh, the word of the day is for July 15th is gender euphoria. The feeling a trans person gets when he, she, they are able to start presenting as their gender they identify as, and people start treating them accordingly.
Like that swimsuit model for Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, who is a dude. Dude, if I hadn't been told that dude was a dude, I would have been attracted to that dude. I mean, she's a pretty hot dude. I can't lie. Like, that's one of those moments of like, damn, I'm glad they let me know, because there ain't no way I would have known otherwise. He must be a good tucker. Oh, by the way, I shared the link to that Sodomy song. If you're interested in the Meet the Feebles song of Sodomy, you can click the. Be warned, do not do that around other folks who are not prepared. Peter Jackson did The Hobbit as well. Yes, he did. But as I said, one of the first movies he ever did was Meet the Feebles.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to post that up there because that's just disturbing. This is not for children.
Come on, man.
But if there's anything you ever wanted to know, you can always go over to UrbanDictionary.com and
look up the whole long pink sock.
That is disgusting.
Long pink sock. Yeah,
that's disgusting.
It is disgusting. I agree. I had a buddy that was named that. That was his username. Oh, long pink sock. They were like, well, yeah, we just went to the Urban Dictionary and picked out the most disturbing things we could find and made those our usernames. I was like, okay. All right.
Wow. Don't spend too much time over there. It'll rot your brain out. Just saying.
Walter Davis says, Stinger, that's fucked up. What, the Sodomy song? Or
he watched it. Do not ever watch links.
Dude, that is only the tip of the iceberg with that movie. There's plenty of other songs. There's plenty of other scenes. It's just really fucked up, right? I remember the first time I showed it to Riddle Girl, she still ain't right.
And I really do not like the name of the hippo.
Yeah, and the hippo shares her name, so she's really not a fan of that. But
oh, that's disturbing, bruh. Bruh, I'm not even going to watch that. I'm not clicking on that link.
Dude, I am sending you a copy of the DVD. I got to figure out how to burn it because I don't have a burner right now. But yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to do that.
Wow. All right. Right. It is 2 hours in. Blue waffle. Yep. Don't look any of this stuff up. That kids, if you watch this, do not look any of these links up except for the one prior to the dildo launcher conversation.
I'm telling you, man, you want to
The
get
views
triggered.
expressed by this channel are not the same views expressed by Poison Stinger's channel. So there's your disclaimer. Male bikini model. Welcome to 2020. They've always had male bikini models. They just weren't wearing female.
Yeah, they didn't
bikinis,
look
or what?
extremely attractive, dude. Check it out. Look up the first transgendered swimsuit model. Oh my god, dude. This one sexy ass motherfucker.
And once again, the opinions expressed by the other people are not.
Dude, if I had a lineup of 3 girls and that dude, and you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't. I don't think you'd guess it. I think it's that good. I'm just saying, I'm impressed. Like if you're gonna swap genders and do all that, that's the way to do it. That guy did it right. I mean, this all becomes because we were talking about how that's their utopia, right? Like if they can pass as the gender that they want to be, then obviously they did it right. And that's the same thing with AI, right? If AI can prove to you that it's not AI, that it's actually an intelligent being, then it achieved what it needed to achieve. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but apparently we have with your sexual orientation. I'm not saying I do anything with them.
To each their own, brother. To each their own. All right, well, guys and gals, it's 2 hours in. I appreciate everybody checking in. Stay tuned for the videos that are coming out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yep.
As always, I am the Irish USMC Vet. I am a United States Marine. United States serviceman, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Leave us a thumbs up, leave us a thumbs down, leave your bitches moans and comments and complain in the comment section box. Stan, do not send us anything weird or we will not open it. If it comes from Canada, it doesn't matter if it has Stan's name on it or not, we will not open it. We will burn it with a flamethrower. Thanks for everybody for checking in. Glad everybody's doing okay. Stay frosty out there. Simplify, Godspeed, and we're out of here.
Peace.